London has long held the label as being a hotbed for emerging fashion talent. Designers from all over the world see London Fashion Week as the place to launch their career, and Fashion Scout has been front and center for the past 10 years. Ahead of this season's showcase, FashionUnited sat down with founder and creative director Martyn Roberts about how Fashion Scout came about, his vision for the future, how they scout talent, and the many success stories the initiative has produced. I'm originally from New Zealand, and when I came to London in the mid-late 90s I began working at fashion PR agency Kim Blake, and I headed up emerging designers, and my clients included Boudica and Christophe Lemaire, very cool designers, Roberts reminisces. As years went by I realized that emerging designers needed somewhere to show, so together with my friend John Walford, who was a show producer, we set up Fashion Scout. It was unique in a way as it was the first venue, event and showcase that just focused on emerging designers next to London Fashion Week. Roberts adds, "Our first season we had Karen Walker, Osman, and Jean-Pierre Braganza, before we were even named Fashion Scout, and then the next season Vauxhall came on board." They were sponsoring Giles Deacon and Christopher Kane, and were looking for the next big thing to sponsor, and we said, why not sponsor us, and we can scout the best new designers, and that's how we took off. Since then Fashion Scout and its impressive Freemasons Hall venue with its grand architecture has become the home of off-schedule, championing international emerging designers, and really allowing a whole host of different designers including Peter Pilato, Iris van Herpen, Gareth Pugh, Euden Choi, David Coma, William Tempest, Felder, Maria Francesca Pepe, Piers Atkinson, Augie, and Sam, Roberts Wood, Phoebe English, Anna Kay, and Xiao, to name a few, a chance to shine. So many designers when they first graduate they need somewhere to showcase, explains Roberts. Just look at Euden Choi. We met with him when he was still working for another brand, and he was a designer behind the scenes. We went on to support him through his first show and a further 4 seasons. It enabled him to get his feet on the ground and get his business going, and for us, we were showcasing someone who we really believed was exciting. He adds, Euden Choi was a Merit Award winner alongside David Coma, Phoebe English, and Roberts Wood. These are all now showing on schedule at London Fashion Week. This year's Merit Award winner is one of the most talked about designers at the moment, Norwegian designer Etta Gims. A graduate from London College of Fashion, Gims and her eponymous label Etta won the Germany's Designer for Tomorrow award impressing Alba Elbaz, and will showcase her Spring-Summer 2018 collection on Saturday. When talking about Etta, Roberts exclaims, "I think she is going to be a real star, and is going to do really well." "I'm always excited to see the Merit Award winners," says Roberts. The first recipient was William Tempest, a very talented designer. He had the ability, but not the finances or the support behind him to do it all himself, and so we created an award that would grant one designer, who we feel is the most promising and the most exciting, each season, to showcase with us for free. We pay for everything, we sponsor it all, and over the next 2 seasons we support them and help them develop their brand. Unscheduled shows might take all the glory and press inches, but it's Fashion Scout's commitment to promoting emerging talent that is helping to keep London at the forefront of fashion. It is also important as it keeps fashion relevant, as without new talent being able to find their feet and develop, there wouldn't be much of a future for the industry. There's always more that could be done for emerging designers. Fashion is a very difficult business to grow. There are so many different facets that they need to get involved in, like social media and building brands. It is always a challenge, but out of all the fashion weeks, London is by far the most supportive of emerging designers, says Roberts. But it is also about helping these designers grow and giving people the opportunity to see something new and exciting. It isn't just about emerging British fashion talent. Fashion Scout's aim is to offer a platform for international designers, alongside homegrown talent, to showcase the very best new talent from across the globe in one place. There is always a very international flavor, which can be seen in this year's Ones to Watch, which features 4 designers from different parts of the globe for the first time: Neo Design from Belgrade, Star Sika from Seoul, Jaiwan Choi is from New York, and Trianu Pundits is from Tallinn, Estonia. One of the strengths and weaknesses of London Fashion Week is that it is very British-focused. The British Fashion Council is all about promoting British, states Roberts. We believe that fashion doesn't just come from the UK or London. Fashion is international, talent is international, and that's what is unique about Fashion Scout. We showcase designers from all over the world alongside our British designers. But it's more than just a show space. Fashion Scout also offers advice and support to its designers to help them grow and establish themselves as successful businesses on a global level. Over the years, the platform has helped hundreds of designers, and Roberts told FashionUnited that they are also in the process of developing a longer-term program to continue to help their talent. We've given hundreds of designers mentoring advice, helping them to get their feet on the ground, as some graduates with very honed skills and are very creative people, but the whole side of running a business, learning how to price garments and construct a collection, and what works, at the same time as developing a brand, is quite difficult to juggle, says Roberts. Sometimes the only advice they need is how to turn one great collection into a series of great collections, into a career. It is almost like musicians. They can do one wonderful album, and then there is that difficult second album. What do we do now? More of the same, or something completely different? Roberts adds, "We also really encourage our designers to think about showing in different ways, whether that's doing something different on the catwalk or a presentation." Some brands it works extremely well for, and for others it isn't really part of their DNA. For each fashion designer, they have certain things that work for them and some things that don't. For instance, you couldn't imagine Julian McDonald doing a low-key presentation. His things are all about the bang, big and noticeable. For him, fashion shows are ideal. Another great piece of advice he always gives designers is to curate their collections, saying, "We've always said that a smaller, stronger collection is far more powerful than a large collection that loses focus and direction." One of the strongest shows I've ever seen was from Iris van Herpen, and she had 12 outfits and you were knocked over by the impact of it. Discovering the great talent that is showcased is a difficult one. With changes in technology, we have to constantly keep an eye on Instagram, other fashion weeks to see what's happening around the world, and graduate shows. But people also recommend designers to us, plus we have an application process where we have hundreds of designers each season who apply to us. Roberts adds, "We end up having this great pool of interesting designers. Sometimes it isn't right for them to show the season that they apply. They need a little time to get themselves established, to sort out who they are." With all the talent, is there one that got away? Of course, there has been those designers that got away. Roberts chuckles. Like Grace Boner Wales, we were going to include her in something, and then at the last minute it didn't come off, and she has gone on to do great things. The more I look at it, I can't quite work out why we made the decision at the time, but it is just one of those things. This season's Fashion Scout runs alongside the official on-schedule London Fashion Week schedule from September 15 to 19 and includes shows and presentations from Mark Fast, Billy Jacobina, Pam Hogg, Bhupala, Dumpty, Halle Sarah, John Herrera,